Romance writers, I think you need to be a little bit more delulu. The cards are telling me that you're not getting a lot of outside recognition or outside energy coming in to support you. And this is when you need to actually support yourself. It just feels like you're separated from other people, like you don't have anyone else to lean on. But I also feel like you need to start leaning on yourself. Once you start leaning on yourself a little bit more, being a little bit more delusional, and like taking action toward what you want, things will flip and start moving along. So this is how I got there. Got the Four of Cups, which is usually about boredom, looking for something new to do, a new option, a new idea. The thing that got me here was like she's like a wallflower in the party. She's just kind of like, You have a big vision for yourself with the Two of Wands, or a big vision with whatever this project is. This is the Seven of Cups, and there does seem to be a lot of directions that you can take this project, which is probably also stopping you from deciding where to take it in general. It's almost like shiny object syndrome. There's too many options and all the options are too good, and it's preventing you from making a decision to move forward. The Fool is all about starting fresh, having a new journey, naivety, and going on a new adventure. This is going to be your most important card because it's coming out of the Major Arcana, and the Major Arcana is like the big lessons of life. The Nine of Wands reversed. The Nine of Wands, I think this is telling you what to do. So usually the Nine of Wands is coming after a battle or returning from a battle, or a battle is still continuing, but you are still going to stand on your feet and stand up for what you believe in. But because this is reversed, it gets me more of a internal feeling, and I'll tell you why in a couple of cards. The Knight of Cups is an ultimate romantic person. It just feels like there's no one that you are romantically involved with right now. You probably need to be a little bit more romantically involved with yourself, maybe even be a little bit more romantically involved with your creativity. We've got the Four of Wands reversed, which I like to think of as a planned celebration. And there seems like nothing to celebrate on the outside. Just because you're bored, it seems like it feels like you're not having anything to celebrate on the outside. So this is when you need to start celebrating yourself and focusing more on you and what you've accomplished and how far you've come. Remember that 9 that we were talking about? This is the Ace of Wands reversed. Whenever an ace comes up, I sort of think that it's definitely usually internal energy, but also it means a no. So because you're close to this 9 of Wands reverse and it's not quite ending for you yet, you're not quite accepting that ending, it feels like the ace is not going to come until you are able to move forward with this 9. Once you get to the 10, and whether or not that comes up reversed or not, an upright 10 of Wands would mean you're taking on too much and you need to delegate, and you're probably you're too stressed out. A reverse 10 of Wands would mean more of not accepting the ending. So it just seems like there's something inside that is preventing you from using your fire. And I would highly recommend looking into that. Then we have the Page of Pentacles, and this is telling you two different things, and I can't quite pin what it is. I'm going two different directions with it. One is you're being too safe on your inside, scared to move forward with your this project. Seems like you're playing things too safe on the inside, or take a chance. Be delusional, go off, be yourself, write this thing, don't care about what it is. Then we get to the card at the bottom of the deck, and we've got the Two of Swords. And it seems like there's a decision that you're avoiding to make. And I feel like once you make this decision, this card will probably change to something, and this card will probably flip. Numbers you might want to pay attention to: 4, 2, 7, 0, 9, 2, 4, 1, 1, 2. If you add all those up, you get 32, and 3 plus 2 equals 5, which is the Hierophant in the Major Arcana. The Hierophant is sometimes referred to as a religious teacher. I like to more consider it as tradition. What do people traditionally do in your space of where you're feeling now? For some reason, what kept going through my mind is like a teacher or a mentor. So maybe start taking a class with whatever you're stuck on with this project. Maybe you need to take a class to find other people so that you can find more community there. And maybe you'll find your Knight of Cups. Maybe you'll find something to celebrate with other people. Like, it just kind of feels like you're a little bit alone right now. And doing something traditional, finding a group, finding a teacher, being the teacher, might be something that you might want to look into. Elementally wise, you've got earth, air, fire, and water. Earth is your weakest link. However, I kind of think that's a good thing in this situation. Fire is your most prominent element, which I think is good. You have a lot of passion, you have a lot of creativity. I'm going to advise you to go more toward your air element, which is the Fool card. I said that this is the most important card because this is the major arcana. It's the only major arcana that came up. So the Fool is air. It's your thoughts and communication. I'm wondering if you need to start communicating more to yourself more positively. It almost feels like, so I'm going to go back to the numbers really fast. You've got 2, 0, 2, 4, 4, 1, 1, 2. Like they just feel beginning numbers. It feels very naivety. I'm not good enough for this. I don't have enough experience to do this. Why don't I just quit now? Like that kind of a thing. So I think that's probably one of the things that's stopping you. And once you make the decision to just keep going, I think you're going to feel a lot better about yourself. The planet that you probably want to pay most attention to, or the aspects of that planet, is Uranus. Look up that planet's aspects. Try to incorporate those aspects into whatever situation you're dealing with this project, and it should be able to lead you to a correct path. Colors I would pay attention to are sky blue and light yellow. The reason why I got blue in this color with the sky blue, but I also like looking at these cards, it was this wedding dress. Very, like, it wasn't white, but it was just like this, it wasn't even gold. It was just kind of like a very light yellow. In addition to these cards, I pull a couple of others. Moment of reflection in reverse. So I kind of think that, again, you're reflecting too much about what you've done, maybe what you haven't done, maybe what you haven't accomplished. I think it's time to flip this over, look yourself in the mirror and say, I can do this. Interestingly enough, you also got American football. It goes back to the team playing or the new community situation. These guys are all playing on a team to win a game. It just kind of makes me feel like because you're feeling alone and you're doing this all by yourself, you're a little stressed out. So go find some community to bring you up and give yourself a reason to celebrate, a reason to keep going, a reason to just flip wherever you're feeling stuck right now. Try new things. It may not happen on the first try, the first group, but keep going and you'll find what you're looking for. And we also have magic or technology makes something harder in your world. What is it? I'm Chris, and my expertise provides screenwriters and authors 3 to 8 completed and detailed outlines in less than a year. It could go up to 12. It just kind of depends on what your writing process is and how long you spend on each project. If you want to get a little bit more about what I do and what my process is, head on over to the link in the bio. There's a free 15-minute exercise that you can do to experience what I do and how I help you go create at least an act 1, act 2, and act 3. And we can expand on that to character creation, to other outlines. I also have all these decks here because if a writer comes to me with a vampire story, I have a vampire deck. Witch story, I have a witch deck. Wizards, I even have like school, anime, manga. The way that I've created my practice is I allow the images to help the writer visualize their world before they write one word. With that, please like, subscribe, follow, and share, and I will see you in the next one.